thank you for joining. This is Jason from Morrissey Insurance with a brief tutorial on utilizing your policyholder account through Agency Root with our agency to access our profit matrix that you can use to assess and manage your risk through crop insurance. First things first, you're going to log into your policyholder account that we've set up for you through Agency Root. You're going to click on the waffle icon and then go down to the risk matrix. This is going to bring you to a screen where you'll need to log in again. They've recently updated their interface, and this is still a part of their older system, the legacy system. So you'll come in here and log in. First thing you're going to want to do is change the reinsurance year to our current crop year, 2025. And then depending on what state and county and crop you're going to be looking at, I'm going to update this to Pennsylvania and then to my home county of Berks. And I'm going to be looking at soybeans, and then I'll have to change my type to no type specified and leave it at non-irrigated. From there, I can update anything in green. So if I'm looking at 200 acres of soybeans, and an approved yield of 180 would be amazing, but realistically, in my area, probably looking closer to 60 bushels to the acre. It automatically will pull in our expected county yield based on the information that we provided up here. But if we know that to be incorrect, we are able to update that number. And then we will put in our input costs as we're going to be looking at our risk matrix. We want to have the most realistic input costs that we can possibly have down here, including fertilizer, diesel, chemical, potash, everything that you could possibly think of to put in is going to be comprised into this number. Go ahead and hit apply. Next thing, we are going to want to plug in our projected price and our volatility. This information is going to be available to you on your quote that you got for your crop insurance. If you need these numbers, just text or email or call me, and I can provide those to you. Currently, we are looking at $10.58 a bushel for our soybeans with a volatility of 0.14. I'm going to hit apply. It's going to update those numbers for us, and these are relevant because as we start layering in our crop insurance options, they are going to update our prices for us. Now, they're going to be a ballpark number, but still a decent idea as to what they're going to be. As we can see, our profit matrix, we're still kind of set up for corn here on our yields. We're set up for corn on our pricing. So we're going to come down to the chart here and select a new yield range. I'm going to run my range from 0. 0 bushels will be down in the bottom left corner. And I'm going to do it in increments of 5 bushels. And I'm going to do the same thing for our county yield. I'm going to guess that I'm around a county producer, being that I'm doing 60 bushels and the county yield's 54. If I wanted to, I could offset and start 5 bushels higher than the county. What that's going to do is turn everything red for the moment until I update our price range. Now we want our prices to be a little bit more realistic. I'm going to go in the $8 range for our soybeans, and I'm going to run that in 10-cent increments. So that's going to run me from $8 to $9.20. And that seems to be a little too low on our top end. I want to show probably in quarter increments there. That'll take us from $8 down to $11. So this would be our worst case scenario. It would be $8 a bushel and only getting 5 bushel to the acre. So now we can start looking at our crop insurance options. First, to explain, anywhere where it's green, we are making money per acre based on that yield and that price. If I get 65 bushel of the acre and I can sell my beans at $11, I'm making $265 an acre based on my input costs. If I only get 5 bushel of the acre at an $8 price, well, I only actually made $40 an acre, so I'm losing $410 an acre, as you can see. So now, what's the importance of crop insurance? As we start layering our crop insurance into the fold of our risk matrix, I can select a standard 70% policy and hit apply on revenue protection. It's going to calculate a premium cost of $3.87. It's going to input the cost into the overall risk matrix, as well as anything below a certain threshold now at 70% of an approved yield of 60, anything below 42 bushels, crop insurance is going to kick in for. Anything below a price of $10.58 is going to adjust your price. So anything below this line is actually going to increase how many bushels you're guaranteed. Now you can see that the bottom end of our risk at a $5, a 5 bushel yield at an $8 price. The most that we're going to lose with this crop insurance strategy is $10 an acre. As we start playing around with our coverage, maybe you want to go up to 75% coverage, hit apply. Now with crop insurance at a 75% level, revenue protection, enterprise units, we are profitable even at this lowest yield range. That's the value of your crop insurance policy. Now we do have other options where you can select yield protection. You can start putting into supplemental coverage option. Now, this is only available if you do not elect Ark County at the FSA office. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply here. Now you're going to see a county yield appear because the supplemental coverage option only triggers when the county falls below a certain yield threshold. But you can see at these different yields for the county and for our individual yield, what that does to our profit matrix. It actually adds a lot more value when the county falls below a certain threshold. Now, these claims only pay out after June of the following year because we have to collect all the county yield data via crop insurance reports and things of that nature. So it does take a little bit extra time. Enhanced coverage option, that gives you another layer of protection. When the county falls below 95% of the expected yield or revenue, in this case revenue, that's when this one starts to trigger. So once we hit apply here, now you can see it's actually adding even more potential, and you are green and profitable at pretty much every level, every yield and every price level that we're showing you here. So we also have some private products available to you to play around with. You can put in your marketing. So if you've already sold 5,000 bushels at a $10 price, you can play around and see, oh, that added about $50 to your bottom end. $50 per acre. So that's just some extra things that you can mess around with and really kind of dial in what you're looking at for this coming year in terms of your risk and how your marketing and crop insurance are used together. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Our 800 number is 800-422-8335. Or feel free to email us at crop, C-R-O-P, @insuringyourfuture.com. Thanks.